You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone. What will you have after 500 years?
Pizza.
Low-key, out of the main four animatronics, Chica was probably the easiest to make. Main issue with Freddy and Bonnie is that they don't do much in UCN FNAF 1, both the games and the movie and FNAF VR. Foxy is, he was the second easiest, just, the only thing he had going for him was that he ran fast. And that's also another Foxy that I need to get to one day, so kind of saved some of the abilities for him as well. But Chica, she actually has a lot going for her. Her obsession with food, her idiotic behavior, the cupcake's entire existence, which is funny, because she's one of, if not my least favorite out of the entire FNAF 1 animatronic roster. For just base stats, Chica will have a run speed of 22, because, a rotting corpse inside of a robot Bonnie outfit with an axe is as fast as a fat bitch. But, before anything happens, let me just pull a clip from my Bonnie video to explain, how things are gonna, work. Just see the clip, man. Also, before I just get into the rest of the abilities that Bonnie will have, I'm just gonna pull a clip from the first video, the Freddy video, just so we can get a clear understanding of what's gonna go on. I am, in no shape or form, a game dev, which means I do not know if the stats I give will be broken or not. Secondly, I want to try giving them abilities that we see, in this case, Freddy use in the franchise, and maybe add one ability that still fits with them, but we really don't see them do in the franchise. For example, Springtrap placing down traps. When the match starts, pizza will be highlighted to Chica. The pizzas spawn randomly across the map, with the max amount of pizzas on the map being 6. Pizzas will come back every hour to make things a little balanced. She can go up to these pizzas and eat them, filling up a hunger meter, which will be important later on, but I'll explain. But if you stand too close to the pizzas, then Chica will slowly start to turn her camera towards it, so be careful while on chase. Her second passive is quite a small one, but, I felt like it was important for her character. Every interaction in the game that involves getting healed, doing gens, realistically any ability, will create the FNAF 1 kitchen sound effect at that location. This is a good way for Chica to keep track of the players around the map, and also I felt like the kitchen sounds needed to be added somehow, in some way.
I'm gonna go out swinging, toy soldiers dipping, that's fun-size bars, slipping, slash, fart noises, ticking stars.
Chica will be doing 28 damage where she just punches the survivor. I did want it to do more damage by her slamming the cupcake into the survivor, but I don't think that would make sense for her, so I feel like 28 makes a little bit more sense. It's the same amount of damage as Springtrap when he's active, so, we're going for a fair game here.
Chicken.
We'd like to take a moment to announce all our food keeps blowing.
Cupcake will jump off Chica's plate, almost like Victor jumping away from Charlotte. During this time, Chica is dormant and can regain stamina during this phase. Actually, in fact, basically think that, Chica and Cupcake is Charlotte and Victor, but Victor is Cupcake and Charlotte is Chica. Because it's basically the same mechanic, or what I put in. And Cupcake will have a pounce ability, and if they hit a survivor, you'll swap back to Chica, just like the twins. They'll be highlighted and slowed. Think of how the little entered creases work, where, you don't have to shake them off. The Cupcake will just fall off by its own. But, they'll be really slowed, your screen will turn a little bit black, and yeah, that's basically how Cupcake works. Kinda. Cupcake's second ability will just be swapping back to Chica. Cupcake will stay dormant in this form, so you can use this as pressure for the survivors. Think how, if you're chasing the survivors and the Cupcake is dormant in front of them, you could swap to Cupcake to slow them down while you regain the stamina you lost during the chase to get the survivors easier.
This sweet, sweet
hunger meter I was talking about, well, every time you eat one pizza, you unlock this ability. The ability where Chica starts to throw up set pizza on the floor, and any survivor who steps in it gets slowed and gets highlighted. It's going to be a circle radius. Think about like John's freaking black goo puddle thing, whatever that is. Once the player steps in it, the effects get removed, and the max amount you can place is around 5.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell.
Chica's final ability is where if you eat 4 pizzas, the ability will be unlocked. This ability is basically a rage mode for Chica. A random player is selected as a snack. This means if you kill the player, you will get 1 pizza worth back, meaning that this mode continues and a random player is selected. As this mode is going on, the sticky residue from the second ability now becomes a trail for Chica, which slows and reveals the player. Again, think of John's trail in Forsaken. The bar will slowly go down, and once it empties, Chica will be stunned for 3 seconds. You could also end the ability early, but it depletes the entire hunger meter and you get stunned for 3 seconds. You cannot collect any pizzas during this mode, and you cannot use any other ability. I wanted to give Chica a rage ability and not Bonnie, because even though Bonnie is much more aggressive compared to Chica, like in the movie, he got a kill, while Chica didn't. It was realistically only Carl who got 1 kill and almost, actually he got 2. He freaking beat William. But yeah, I feel like Chica is that crazy enough to deserve a rage ability. Because like, if food's involved, I feel like it's anyone's game on what she's gonna do next. And like I said at the start of the video, I did want to give something that's like, you know, you cannot, you don't see that in the game, but like, it would make sense with Chica's character. And also I feel like Chica looks like really cuckoo in the FNAF 1 games compared to the Bonnie who is just staring you down, while Chica is like widely staring at you, jaw open, ready to eat your ass or something like that. So I thought it would be cool. Also, what I thought would be cool is having a snowballer / trapper killer, because surprisingly I don't think we had any snowballer killers, nor did any of the concepts I made are any snowballer killer types. So I thought it would be cool for Chica to get one. To be honest, legit, the entire concept of the hunger meter is probably the reason why I love making this moveset so much. Anyways, this is my concept for Chica. I'm really having fun making this series, and based on the other 2 videos, it seems you guys are also enjoying it, which I'm glad. I feel like this as a series goes on, I'm going to be struggling a lot more, since there's like 50 different variants of Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, and whatever other furry Scott came up with. But I do think it'll be fun. What won't be fun is making FNAF 2, because at the time we're recording the script, I've made Foxy, Toy Chica, Withered Freddy, and 2 more that I won't be mentioning. But I had fun making all those characters movesets, other than Withered Freddy. Like, he legit, actually, no, I'll save it. Yeah, I'll start complaining a lot more when I make Withered Freddy video, so stay tuned. But, you know, the next 2 characters are gonna be FNAF 1 related, so after I finish those 2 characters, I can actually go into FNAF 2 and start working on the rest of the FNAF 2 characters, and, you know, the other FNAF characters in the series. And then after I finish all the FNAF characters in the series, I can probably go into some of the fan games. Wait, there's 3 more characters till I finish FNAF 1. I forgot about Endo 1. Fuck.